The Haunting of Waverly Hills, Sanatorium, a true horror mystery. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, an imposing structure standing atop a hill in Louisville, Kentucky, is one of the most infamous haunted locations in the world. Originally built in 1910 as a two-story hospital for tuberculosis patients, it was later expanded into a massive self-sustaining facility that housed over 400 people at a time. However, what was meant to be a place of healing became a house of suffering and death, with thousands of patients succumbing to the disease within its walls. The dark history of the hospital, coupled with eerie tales of ghostly apparitions, disembodied voices, and shadow figures, has cemented its reputation as a paranormal hotspot. The dark history of Waverly Hills. During the early 20th century, tuberculosis was an incurable disease, and patients were often isolated in sanatoriums in the hopes of containing the spread. Waverly Hills was designed to provide fresh air, sunshine, and rudimentary treatments like electroshock therapy, lung collapses, and experimental surgeries. Unfortunately, most of these treatments were ineffective, and thousands of patients met their end within the hospital walls. One of the most chilling aspects of Waverly Hills is the infamous body chute, or death tunnel, a long underground passage used to transport dead patients out of the hospital. This tunnel was originally built as a supply route, but was later repurposed to discreetly remove bodies without alarming other patients. It is said that the tunnel saw thousands of corpses during the height of the tuberculosis outbreak. As time passed and the disease became more treatable, Waverly Hills was eventually shut down in 1961. However, the echoes of the past lingered, and over the years, countless visitors have reported ghostly encounters, chilling whispers, and unexplainable phenomena. The spirits that haunt Waverly Hills. Numerous reports of paranormal activity have come from Waverly Hills, and some spirits seem to have made their presence more known than others. The Shadow People. Many visitors claim to have seen dark, shadowy figures moving through the halls. These shadow people dart across doorways, linger in corners, and even seem to follow those who wander too far into the abandoned building. Some investigators have described feeling watched, and some even claim to have been touched or pushed by unseen hands. Room 502, The Tragedy of the Nurse. One of the most well-known ghost stories of Waverly Hills involves Room 502. According to legend, a young nurse hanged herself in this room in the 1920s. She was rumored to be pregnant out of wedlock, which was a scandalous situation at the time. Overwhelmed with despair, she took her own life. Some say she was actually murdered, though no official records confirm this. Visitors report feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness in room 502. Some have seen an apparition of a nurse in uniform standing by the window. Others have heard whispers and felt an invisible presence pressing down on them. One of the eeriest accounts is from visitors who claim to hear a voice saying, "Get out," when they enter the room. The little boy named Timmy. Another commonly reported spirit is that of a young boy named Timmy. Supposedly, Timmy was a child patient who died in the hospital. Those who have brought balls to the sanatorium claim to have seen them move on their own, as if an unseen child were playing. Some have captured eerie EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, of a child giggling or whispering. The Screaming Woman. Some visitors have reported hearing the anguished screams of a woman echoing through the empty halls. Some speculate that it could be the nurse from room 502, or one of the many patients who suffered painful deaths in the hospital. Paranormal investigations. Waverly Hills has been the focus of countless paranormal investigations. Shows like Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and Paranormal Lockdown have all conducted investigations here, capturing unsettling evidence, ranging from eerie voices to unexplained apparitions. One of the most famous pieces of evidence came from an investigator who captured the image of a shadow figure peeking around a doorway. The figure had no discernible features and disappeared when approached. Another team recorded chilling EVPs, with voices whispering names and even responding to questions. A night at Waverly Hills. For those brave enough, Waverly Hills offers guided tours and overnight investigations. Many who enter with skepticism leave as firm believers in the paranormal. There have been accounts of people experiencing sudden cold spots, hearing footsteps where no one was walking, and even seeing full-bodied apparitions roaming the halls. One visitor reported feeling an ice-cold hand grasp their arm in the death tunnel, only to turn around and find no one there. Another claimed to see a man in a hospital gown standing at the end of the hallway, only for him to vanish when approached. The mystery endures despite decades of investigations and thousands of personal experiences. The hauntings of Waverly Hills remain an unsolved mystery. Are these spirits the lingering echoes of those who suffered within its walls, or is there another explanation for the strange phenomena that continue to plague the abandoned hospital? Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that Waverly Hills Sanatorium holds a chilling history that refuses to be forgotten. For those daring enough to visit, the question remains, what will you encounter when you step inside? Like, share, and subscribe for more real-life horror and unsolved mysteries.